Yo, what up, everybody? What up? What's going on? Welcome to Marrio Esco Live. I'm your host, Marrio Esco, and alongside me is my good friend and co-host, Gil Vargas.
Yo, what up?
All right, we're still working on that. So just
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. One of these, I'm gonna get it.
We have a special guest coming in the building with us. Actually, not in the building. He's supposed to be in the building, but unfortunately, due to some traffic and build up in an accident, he wasn't able to make it, but he's on the line with us. So prayers.
But he didn't get in an accident.
No, he didn't. But prayers still for those people that are out there. Whatever happened out there, I'm not sure. He just hit me up, but he is on the line, so that's what's up. Real quick, to those jumping in, if you guys are blessed by the show, you guys enjoy the content, please share it. My podcasters, please feel free to leave a review. To those who already have, thank you. I appreciate that. Join the email list. I already mentioned, leave a review. Support us by going to our new website, D2Lproductions.com. That's the number 2, D2Lproductions.com. And we have new merch there, Marrio Esco Familia shirt available there, and we're looking to expand that.
And it's quite comfy.
Yeah. It is, actually.
I have to say, it's quite comfy.
It is. And we got the music available there too as well, Coat of Arms. We do have more EPs that are going to unfold throughout the year, so we're excited about that. Real quick transition into our partners. Shout out to GOP, the Bar Podcast, the Prayer Plug, Rep the King Mag, Rap Remnant, the Bridge Radio, and we are now talking to Unashamed Network as well, and talking about partnering up with them as well. And we had a meeting, a sit down with Critics, which is one of the podcasts and platforms that we respect. It's a local dude here from our city. We support him all the way. He's been behind the scenes of Spiritually Dead 1 and 2, and we've been behind the scenes with a few of his stuff as well. So I'm excited to chop it up with him. He's going to be on the show too as a special guest, and vice versa. We're going to be on his show as a special guest. So that's dope. I'm excited about that.
I can't wait for that.
Recap last episode 45, Christian Fiction. We had our special guest CJ Rumsey with us, the founder of the Prayer Plug, so shout out to him and what he's doing. Matter of fact, our special guest today I came across by one of the posts that he did on the Prayer Plug on the Instagram account.
Oh, fire.
And I was like, oh, hold on, who's this? So I'm thinking like the Prayer Plug ATL. Yeah. So I'm thinking dudes from ATL, and I didn't know, he's not too far from it. So yeah. All right, cool. And CJ Rumsey is getting married next month. So shout out to him, prayers to him. We talked a little bit about social media, stuff like that, stuff we like to chop it up. And somehow we went from DJ Khaled, the album of Father of Assad, and Gil went on some kind of tangent on marriage and saving money. So
if
any of that interests you, go check that out. Now, moving forward to our special guests. Our special guest of the day. I'm excited about this. Let me see where we at real quick. All right, cool. So our special guest is a Christian hip hop artist out of Springfield, Mass. I did some more digging as well, and I found out the dude is offering like graphic design, some mixing and stuff like that. So I thought, okay, graphic designer, audio engineer. I'm not sure if he wants me to go down the label, but he's also proud of himself being a father and a husband, as he's being faithful with the talents and the gifts that God has given him. So that's what's up. Our special guest of the day, everybody, Bizzy is in the building. Let's do some hand claps real quick. Bizzy, you there, brother?
Yeah, I'm here.
What up, brother? What up? So right now you're probably sitting in traffic. Is that what? Are you just like you just see a bunch of red lights in front of you? Like, what's going on?
I pulled over. I am in my car though.
Okay, you pulled over, so you safe. You good.
I'm safe, man.
He's like, Mario ain't gonna get me and speak reckless. Trying to get me, and then people be like, yo, Bizzy was on the road talking on the phone while driving. He needs to be rebuked.
Yo, Bizzy, real talk though. Do you listen to the show at all?
Yeah, I heard a couple of the episodes, because like again, we just met recently, and I was put on when you reached out to me, because I honestly didn't know about it prior to that.
Yeah, man, I seen the video that he put up. Matter of fact, I think it's actually the video that we're going to share actually on the show. And I seen the clip on Instagram that he shared. And I was like, hold up a second. I know you were just listening to us earlier, but I was like, oh, this dude, man, these dudes are killing it out in ATL. I'm like, these dudes are just killing the game out there. And when I reached out to you and you were in Springfield, I was like, oh, shoot, you're just like, you're right around the corner, bro. I didn't even know you were there, man.
Yeah, man, we got a few a few of us out here that are doing our thing, and
talk to me about that. That's one of the questions that I have for you, man. How is the CHH now? Do you label it as CHH, Christian hip hop?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so how do you feel about the CHH environment or culture or whatever you want to call it out there in Springfield? How is it over there?
Out here, to be honest, I don't. It's not like a big, like, as far as like CHH artists. The only ones that I actually can tell you I know of in my particular area all come from my church.
Oh, dang!
So it's like,
so you got the record label like right at the church.
Yeah. So no, legit is like 5 or 6 of us.
Wow,
that's
and
crazy.
They're all, we're all in the same church. At least here in Springfield is I don't really know of any other like CHH artists.
Is the church a support for you guys, like in regards to not just the spiritual but also on the music side?
On the music side, it's not really there to not just yet, at least. We do perform here and there at our church. Our pastor is a fan of us and he does support us, but as far as like really being integrated within it, it's not really like all the way there.
So what is it? What as far as support, like what is it, like outreach type of events, stuff like that?
Not like, just recently I did it wasn't an original, but I covered a Lecrae song for my pastor at a Sunday service.
Wow, dude, I give you credit for that because as a rapper, I don't know if I could do that. That's mad respect, man. That you gotta really swallow your pride to do that. How did you like? Was that like 3 days of fasting or like how did?
Yeah, bro.
That's only the strength of the Lord at that point, strictly, bro. Like
I got a lot of love and respect for my pastor and his vision, and when he calls upon me to do something for the church, like, I don't know, there's no other way to put it, but like,
yeah, you ready to respond in obedience.
I'm just obedient
to
his vision. Like,
that's
I'm
dope.
all the way for it.
I respect that, bro.
And what, I know where his heart is at. Like, I know what he wants to bring across to people. So it's like, if he wants me to rap a Lecrae song, I rap a Lecrae song. You know what I mean? If he wants me to do an original, I do an original. Like, you know what I mean? I did an Easter Sunday for him as well. Not this year. It was last year, and it wasn't an original either. It was something another church had done that he really liked, and I was all for it, man. Like, I was right on it, and we tore that house down. You know what I mean? Like,
wow,
the church was going.
So tell me real talk, like, when you're killing it with somebody else's song, like, what's going through your head? Are you thinking like, yo, this is just serving these people right now?
Yeah, like,
do you wrestle at all? Right, like, so is there anything up in you? Like, hold up, this is kind of. Yeah, look at him laughing. Like I could kill this, man. Like,
yeah. Like, I really, obviously, I feel like I can. I feel like I can do an original that can sow into their lives just as much.
Facts, yeah.
But when I do that, like, to give you perspective, the song we did was "I'll Find You," which featuring Tori Kelly.
Yeah.
So we did "I'll Find You," and to be honest, because I keep it all the way real, at first I didn't like the song. Like, when I first heard the song, I didn't really like it. But I didn't like it as a rapper. Like, me, just my type of music. Like, I just didn't like it. And then he came. Like, it's just funny the way things work. Like, he came to me. He's like, "Hey, this is the song I want. Do you think you can do this for one of my services?" And I was like, "Absolutely."
Wow.
No one in my head, like, I didn't really like it. But the more I learned it, I grew to love the song. You know what I mean? Because Lecrae was coming from such a vulnerable place, and I just got so much respect for that. Like, I'm a rapper that I always come from a vulnerable place. So, like, even before I got saved, like, all my music was very like very mood music. You know what I mean? So I come from that, and I just love it. I love the song. I love the vulnerability. So when I was able to stand there and kind of, do that for the people, it's just amazing, man. I can't really like.
Yo, you're bugging. You're like legit bugging me out right now, because this is a whole different aspect to appreciation of art that I haven't even unfolded or experienced myself, and in that kind of personal way, where you're swallowing your pride by serving somebody, by performing somebody else's music. I never heard of it from a rapper, dude. Like, Gil's looking at me right now like I do this all the time. I can tell, like, you're looking at me like I sing people's music all the time. Like, it's not a problem. I understand. But as a rapper, like, that's different, man.
It is different.
And it's dope to hear your perspective, how you unfold the appreciation of that song and the vulnerability as an artist, as you're kind of like, you know, you're digging in on a more emotional level to perform this with conviction. Somebody else's lyrics and somebody else's song.
100%.
That's crazy, bro. Like, mad props for that, man. Hand claps for that.
I play it
That's
like
dope.
at least 100 times. I memorize it, but I'm not just saying words. Like, I'm understanding what these words are gonna do to the people that are listening to it. So it's bigger than
that's
me.
A whole different perspective, dude. You just gave this show like mad coins. Hold up, I'm gonna drop them real quick. You can't hear them, but they're going off right now.
It's like the Mario coin when you get the coin in Mario.
They're going off right now. Coins. That's dope. Yo, that's fire, bro. Dope. So are you trying to transit, like, have you performed original songs already in your church? Like, does your pastor see that already? Like, you're gifted in that area?
No, yeah, he's a huge fan of me. Like,
okay,
he, like I said, the support is there 100%. It's just,
all right.
It's just transitioning the church into that type of music. You understand? Because, like,
no, I got you.
Sometimes the church as a whole is not in tune with the
absolutely.
They won't grasp that message the same. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I've done some things for the youth that our youth church, our youth ministry that has been all original music, and I've done it for the youth, and they're receptive to it and they support it fully because, you know, the youth is more receptive to that type of music.
Right.
You know, on the other side, you know, it takes a while to get them on that train, which is why he does little things here and there with like songs that they might already know.
Gotcha.
You know, so I totally understand that, and I respect him 1,000%, and I don't feel like he shuts our music out, you know, at all. Like,
that's dope because
like I'll send him a track here, like I'll finish a track and I'll just send it to him, and sometimes he won't even respond, but I know, like, I kind of know my pastor already. I know where he's at with it. So then next time he'll see me and you know, he'll mention it and stuff like that. So yeah, I love it, man. I love the whole thing. Which is why not to kind of rush the conversation, but like, that's another reason why you won't see a project of me out. Like, yeah, I don't have a project out. I don't have that because music is not a product for me. Like it's something very like organic and authentic. So unless I have a moment in my studio and I know that it's a moment that's special that I need to share it, that's when you get a track. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where I don't really.
So you're a purist.
I can't really give you like a full project like right then and there. I can't. Like, every song has to hit me like a certain way, so I know that it's authentic, it's organic. Like, you're only gonna get that from me. So.
No, like, that's cool, man. I appreciate that. See, man, I'm kind of different. Like, I have that desire to just want to create. So I'm always like, I dabble with, you know, film, with audio, with, you know, different things, or even if it's not even my creation, sketch, stuff like that. So like, just the desire in me is just to create. So when I hear like where you're coming from, like, you're legit like artist, you know what I mean? Like, but you do dabble with like graphic design and audio production as well, right?
Oh yeah, man.
So then that creative juices are still in you somehow. Like, so when you find yourself not inspired, are you like mixing a track or doing stuff on the side?
Bro, right? Like, that is exactly what like, that is my problem. Like, sometimes, and I call it a problem because it's like, sometimes I cannot focus. Like, I'll load up a beat and I'm like, yeah, man, I'll lay down a hook and I'll mix the hook. And then I'm like, yo, I wonder what the cover art would look like for this. And then I'll open up Photoshop and I start doing the cover art. The song's not even done yet.
The song ain't even. He just got the Bizzy. All right, cool. Where's the cover art? What's it?
He said, yo, when I said that,
cover art for it real quick.
Let me do a cover art real quick.
And then I'll do the cover art, and my kids are upstairs, like, you know, Daddy. Yeah. So I got to go upstairs now. Now the song hasn't done. You know what I mean? So it's like.
So now you lost track of the cover art and the track. Now you're like, which one do I go back to? That's crazy.
I see that.
You know what I mean? So that's my thing. Like, now I've gotten into the mode of like, all right, I'm not going downstairs to do a song. What I'll do is I'll play the beat on my headphones and I'll write it upstairs, and when it's ready to be recorded, I'll go downstairs, record it, and then do whatever I want from there.
Now do you mix like on the side like anybody else's projects at all? Or is this strictly just for your like in-house when you get inspired?
I mix for the guys out here.
Oh, okay.
I mix for the guys out here, and then I got, you know, I've been just asking people. It's more for my practice. Like, I'm not trying to rob nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, people feel a way sometimes when I approach them, but it's like it's all love, man. Like, I'll look out for you. I really want to practice. I have a passion for it, you know. So I'm trying to do a little bit of everything.
Oh, that's sick. So you do have those creative, you know, flows. It's just when you step in the booth and you're writing, that's when you kind of wait for those moments where you get inspired.
Yeah, man. Like,
but you're always working.
And I know when it happens. Like when it happens, I literally like can write a song in like 20 minutes.
So if somebody came through and said, "Yo, you're gifted, man. I see your talent. I want to sign you to my label," what would you do?
Well, I would struggle with that. I would struggle with the fact that it's like I can't give you like a project and all that stuff right now at this moment. Like, I don't know. It's weird for me. Like, and I don't feel wrong for saying that, because if you're gonna sign me, you're seeing the talent in me, but you're also signing me to deliver a product, right? So if I feel like I can't deliver you that product, I'm not gonna take the deal, because it's like me going back on my word, you know. And I can't. I'm not gonna perform my love, right? My love is my music. My love, that's my love. That's my worship. That's it, right? So I'm not gonna compromise the love for music with the pressure of delivering it. And then, you understand what I'm saying? And then put it out and not be happy with the end result. And then somebody's not receiving it the right way because I rushed it and because I put so much pressure behind it, and it wasn't organic. It wasn't organic for me. So that's my biggest thing. Like, I've always stuck. Like, I've never really gone and like I've never. How do I put it? Like, I'm never really like.
But can I ask you from a different perspective?
Yeah.
So, if a label saw your talent and they were like, "Yo, I think this dude will create a very classic album that CHH will love for generations," but based on how you write and stuff, there's been plenty of artists that have, you know, taken a year plus 2 years just to put out a project, and when it came out, it was what they wanted. You know, they were able to take their time. So do you feel that if you didn't have a time restraint, you'd be able to do a project? Or is it more of a desire, like, I just don't want to?
No, I definitely, like, because again, like, I love to be part of a team. I love to be part of the bigger picture. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm not the type of person where it's like I want to be the main event and all that type of stuff. Like, I like to be part of a collaborative team, because also you need that as a creator. Like, you need to be around other creative people.
Facts, yeah, true.
To kind of keep feeding you that, right? If you're by yourself all the time, sometimes you're running on empty. One of your boys comes over, is like, "Yo, I heard this crazy beat or whatever, and I got this idea to it." All of a sudden, like, a magic moment happens, right? So, going back to your question, absolutely. If there was no time restraint and they really believed in my vision and they just wanted me to be down and kind of give me that encouragement and that push and that support, absolutely, I would be down. You know what I mean? Because that's organic. That's how I'm comfortable doing it. But if it's like oh yeah, we're gonna sign and we need, you know, like an album, you know, a year.
Yeah. So you just like you know, you like art for art. Yeah. You're not. It's not a goal. Like, so you don't have any kind of plans, like goals in the future to like take it to the next level, or like maybe create a record label with the artists that are out there at your church. Like, there's no kind of.
Oh, we got that stuff in like, we're talking about that stuff, but again, like, that's
cool, bro. That's cool, because you're going according to your own convictions, man, and you're doing it right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to slip up. It's easy to slip up, bro. Like, it's
I want to under promise and over deliver. I guess that's how you could put it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not telling you, yo, an album coming out, 2019 is my year, and then 2020 comes and I'm like, yo, it's for real.
What happened? Yeah. Well, you ever think that if they do set these guidelines, it might create that pressure for you to just step your game up and tap into that creative space even faster?
Yo, to be more honest with you, no, there has not been a deadline that has ever like pressured me to the point where I get something done if I don't want to do something. Like,
I got you. Like, you're just like, yo, I'm done. That's
shout out I'm
All right, so we ain't signing this dude. That's what it comes down to.
like,
Basically, Biz just said
This was all just an interview, by the way. This was we got you. We bait and switched you, bro. This was just an interview to see if we could sign you onto our label. We're actually not live at the moment. Ain't nobody listening to us. So we're gonna pass.
I had the contract and pen ready.
I'm bugging, bro. I'm bugging.
Yo, nah. So
he's like, dang.
yeah.
Come on,
Yo,
man. Like,
to put it even like the thing is, like, if I never get signed, I'm gonna be fine. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it doesn't affect me. Like,
yeah, no, that's cool, man. No, that's believe it or not, man, that's a blessing, bro. That's a blessing to have, because some people fall into that way of thinking that this needs to happen. You know, sometimes I fall into that too. Like, yo, this needs to, you got to shake that off and remember what we're doing this for. Remember that this is service, man. You know what I mean? And
absolutely, bro. Like, if I'm 27, right? I'm 27. Some people, well, we all can agree that that's still young. But to me, it's like, I'm not stressing if this doesn't happen. I got 2 kids. Like, I got to be realistic. Music pulls you away from a lot of things. It's very time consuming. It's very time consuming, and it's very blinding at times. Like, you can lose sight of the actual goal, at the actual what you built your foundation on. It's easy to forget that. It's easy to get blinded to it because you get so much attention. You know what I mean? Because the more you put out, the more your followers go up. You start feeling yourself. Your likes go up.
Is that what you observing, like in the CHH culture as a whole? Is this your hot take right now?
Absolutely.
Go ahead. Now let's switch it up. Go ahead. Get into that. Let's get in. Let's get in, bro.
Just to
go down the line. Go down the line.
I laugh. It's just. I see it a lot in CHH. Like, I see where it's like, yo, I don't care who you are. Like, if you have 30 followers and you hit me up to do a collab, I'm gonna check you out. If I don't like your music, I'm probably gonna tell you. But like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna still respond. I'm gonna still acknowledge you like a human being. Like, we all brothers and sisters in Christ, right? So, like, why is there like this
Stardom
that rappers put themselves on, where it's like, if you reach out to them, they'll leave. And it's not really like a personal like situation with me. Like, nobody left me on red, but I see it happening all the time. Like, with people around me, like, people reach out, they get left on red, or they, you know what I mean? Like, or you show love and they won't reciprocate that. Like, I don't know. It's just,
it's either, and you know what? I can understand both sides, because on one side, you're right. It's like, what's the deal with this, like, a Stardom kind of behavior? Like, especially if we're just all servants, man. You know what I mean? Out on a mission. Like, what's the deal with the celebrity status, kind of, And then at the same time, I can understand the flip side, where you're getting, thousands of messages at a time, and you don't know who's who, and you don't know who to trust, and you don't have any real relationships with anybody.
Yeah, I get that, but. Yeah, I get that. And then, like,
it's both sides,
One thing that really stuck out to me is, like, when you go to these Christian hip hop shows, right? And this could be just me, man. So,
don't worry. My next EP, trust me. Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
To anybody who might feel away, but when I go to CHH shows and there's a VIP section, it always bothered me. It always bothered me.
Speak on it.
Wow.
Who's VIP? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who? Somebody might need you. Like, somebody might need you.
Facts.
The person that couldn't afford it, the person that couldn't afford your show, or couldn't afford that VIP package for $120 to take a picture with you.
But what if VIP stood for victory in pastoralship?
And at the back, and you could have really sold into that person. Everybody can just kind of meet you. And I'm saying you can't get to everybody, obviously, but if you just make yourself a little more accessible at each show, or whatever the case may be, where you don't just divide the people. Like, okay, if you can afford it, you can meet me. If not, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just me though. Like,
no. It ain't just you, bro. Like, that is something to be concerned about. And unless there's like clear understanding of what, of what this is really, like, I get what you mean though. It's just that it gives you a bad taste, like a taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know. I get you. Like, you go to a show, you hear somebody, up on the stage rapping about, their faith and whatnot, and you see 1,000+ people just going nuts. Like,
Yeah.
You know, and you're just like, I don't know, something kind of weird. Like, where's the beach ball? I don't know. Like,
Where's the beach
I don't know,
ball?
something missing here. You know, so I get what you mean, bro. I get what you mean. So what about like what we're doing here? Like, what about like media sites and people trying to create a market? Like, how would you oppose platforms or missions where people are trying to build a market for the Christian creative to be able to make income and make a living off of what they do with the art?
Yeah, I'm sure he's gonna hate that idea.
You saving us, like you saving people like me. Like you're not like saving, but like I shouldn't put it like that. But like you giving us a voice. You understand what I'm saying? Like and nobody else is gonna reach out to me at this point with no project out and 700 followers on Instagram. And nobody's gonna reach out to me and want to hear what I gotta say. I'm gonna keep it real. You were the only person that would reach out to me and care what I have to say. You understand? But why? You know what I'm saying? We all have a voice.
Amen.
Listen to my music, right? Listen to my music. I've joined a lot of things where I was beat out by rappers who are Christian rappers, but don't have a single thing, a single message in their verse. It's just their flow going crazy, right? But I got, and I'm not hating, man. I don't hate on nobody, but I have a lot of content. I have a lot of things to say. But you know what I'm saying? Like you're not hearing that. Like right now in CHH, I feel like it's getting like to the point where it's like there's a blurred line between CHH and secular music because it sounds exactly the same, and the message is kind of thinning out. And that's what I'm hearing. It's not like
it's funny.
I'm hearing it.
It's funny that you said that. My boy told me recently, and we'll jump into a video after I just drop this real quick so people can hear some music and see what you about. Me and my boy were actually just talking about this, and one of my friends was saying that either there's a great falling away happening right now, or there's a great awakening. I'm just not sure which one is which. And when he said that, dude, and I kind of sat back and thought about it and looked at everything, just the environment where we're at right now, I'm kind of convinced that it's a great falling away because I see a lot of people sort of trying to keep up with the culture, like even in our pursuit, what we're doing too as well. Like sometimes you get caught up and you're like this race to keep up with the culture, you know, keep up with the next topic, the next thing, the next this, the next that. So even with this, utilizing the platform to allow, you know, yourself, praise God, by the way, I'm really humbled by what you said. I don't want to just let that go and just overlook that,
Super
bro.
humble.
Like I'm really humbled by what you said, and praise God for that. And a part of the reason why we're doing what we do is because we were also the frustrated artists not being heard, working our butts off to try to provide good content that we thought was excellent, that we thought was really good, that was affirmed by people, because obviously people allowed me to come out and perform and be a part of ministries and whatnot. So just that frustration is there, and I know what you're talking about. So we wanted to be faithful with this platform to be able to express those frustrations and help artists like yourself and other artists that don't have a voice and don't have a platform, and we're just going to keep marching through to create this market and help the Christian creative, have a voice and be heard.
Also a source of information, man.
Facts. Because we talk about that too.
When we were growing up and getting all this stuff and learning, and we didn't have places to go to learn from, and especially people that were Christian based. Something that we could just go to and be like, yo, how do you get your music on, these platforms? How do you get recorded? How does the mixing work? How does marketing work? We didn't have nobody. We had to figure this out little by little on our own. So that was another huge motivation for us, is to get this information out there that we had to dig and scratch for. We just want to bless these new heads coming out, so that way they don't, they have a clear path of what they want to do, whether it's ministry focused only, or if they actually want to use the business platform and make a living off of music, whichever direction they want to go in. You know what I'm saying? We just want to be a value to those as well.
Facts. So Bizzy, we're gonna jump into this song, "Don't Lose Your Mind." But before we do, this is what is it? Psalms of Men? Is this a group with you and Concepts? Bizzy, you there? Oh, I think he got dropped off the line. Let me check. It kicked me out, no doubt. All right, so I'm gonna invite him. We're gonna jump right into this track. "Don't Lose Your Mind." Here it is, Bizzy with Concepts.
happening, I'm gon' react. Again, the demons and intervening, I'm known to snap. And so that I believers everywhere you grown me at. I got all of my inner peace, staying strong, can't ride with my energy. Right wrongs, what I gone are the memories of who I was in the past. I'm a better me. Yes, it was meant to be blessed if you mention me steadily. I'm a piece of word that he left for me, and I ain't never felt better in my whole life. Cause I'm on a high you can't get from amphetamines. So you can all stop running the battle you've been fighting on your own. God told us all that you already won. That's why he sent his son just to hang on the cross and lead the 99 just so he can get the one. Close your eyes and bow your heads and pray all them evils up out of your head. Praising that money won't get you ahead. I praise the one that rose out of the dead. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. You gon' need that.
The light dim of the grim reaper, the known sinner, get him gone. You don't really wanna be alone with him. Trip over the table before you get to the phone. Killer really ain't a match for the king on the throne. Get him. In '09, I was drinking that poor wine. Close mine, left him out to dry on the clothesline. Give me the whole nine, I need yours cause I sold mine. Little cigarillos, 4 lines and it's go time. Now God got my back, I'm doing lap pull downs on all of your strongholds and traps. Give me the max penalty, we living in acts. Sitting, I laugh like you knew where I should've been at. I'm doing laps, you're running the track backwards. Mumbling rap, I'm on a boom bap. Yeah, I ain't really feeling what they spitting, they be giving you saying the clock ticking, you be living in hell. Now that's a hot minute, I'm in the cockpit, we're busy and we killing that toxic. Who's ready rock with me is God. Somehow that seem to even out the odds. Mind ready for war, here go the bombs. I know the truth and I'm committed. I just need to know who's rolling with me. Is he really who he say he is? Is he really who he say he is? I know the truth and I'm committed. Gotta get your mind right. I just need to know who's rolling with me. I know you know the time's right. Is he really who he say he is? Gotta get your mind right. Is he really who he say he is? Know you know the time right.
Close your eyes and bow your heads and pray all them evils up out of your head. Praising that money won't get you ahead. I praise the one that rose out of the dead. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. You gon' close your eyes and bow your heads and pray all them evils up out of your head. Praising that money won't get you ahead. I praise the one that rose out of the dead. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. Don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. So don't lose your mind. You gon' need that.
Dope. That's what's up. That's Don't Lose Your Mind with Bizzy and Concepts. Bizzy, you back in?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, dope. So tell me about the Psalms of Men. Is this a group with you and Concepts? What's up with this?
Yeah, those are our brothers from Rhode Island. They created the group. It was, it's I believe 5 of them, I want to say. I hope I'm not wrong. No, it's 4. Yeah, it's 4.
Is that the one where all of you are in that song called Reppin'? Is that the same?
Nope.
Okay,
those
that's
are the
different.
Guys from out here. Those are the guys I'm telling you from out here.
Okay.
All those guys are from my church.
Gotcha.
So anyway, yeah, they had this. They put that together. They put Psalms of Men together, and they did a contest for Concepts Red Water mixtape. And me and my brother Charlie Humble, we entered the contest, and so they reached out to Charlie Humble to perform for his like an album release party that he was having, and then that's how we connected. And later on I saw him again, and he Concepts talked to me. He's like, "Yo, I kind of slept on you, like he's nice, you know what I mean?" So he's like, he goes, "I didn't really listen to you like that, like I just kind of heard it quickly." And he's like, "I kind of slept on you, bro. You nice." So we just kept in close communication, and I had responded to one of his like Instagram stories, and then he texted me. He's like, "Yo, like we need to do a song together." So he sent me the beat, and I like probably like 20 minutes later, I sent him that hook.
See, so you can get it done under pressure.
Oh yeah.
Got him.
Maybe we should sign him. I don't know.
I put my boys on the Songs of Men, but I like Concepts. Like he stuck out to me when I first heard Songs of Men. Like he stuck out to me, and I'm like, yo, I need to do a song.
So
with
I
him,
think
bro.
you need to clarify your clause.
Nice.
You be like, yo, I don't do them tracks off the cuff like that unless you nice.
Wow. There it is.
That's the clause.
That's
the clause. You're like, man, I don't do that. I don't play that game. I don't be doing all that track on the spot stuff unless you super nice.
You know what it is,
then
though?
I might have to
You know
pull in
it
my
is? He didn't
trick
give me a
bag.
deadline, though.
So
he didn't give me a deadline.
Busy so far because I know.
He gave a deadline, but somehow it was done in 20 minutes.
It was organic. That's what I'm saying. Like I threw the beat on and instantly, like I got that hook in my head instantly. So, and then I did my verse like probably like the next day, and I sent it over to him, and then we met in person. I drove out to Rhode Island. We recorded the track, and he was just mind blown by like the verse, and I was like, yo, this verse is crazy, and then like.
Dude, I feel like if I put you in a cabin in the woods with some dope beats,
bro,
you'll put out.
We don't got the bag like that, bro.
You'll put out an album that month.
In the cabin.
Yo, straight up, bro.
Straight up.
Straight up. Telling my people.
Yo, real quick, Bizzy. I want to interrupt real quick just to let you know that we got some comments in here. We got really good song. That song was really good. Fire, flames. So just to let you know, so that way because I know you can't see the comments, so just organic flow.
I was talking to a few of my family members, and I'm like, yo, I just want to go somewhere with a nice view. Let my hair grow. Like,
and my hair grow out.
So all my hair goes out.
He gonna come back.
Wait. Are you telling us like how? He's giving us like the demands. Like this is how it's gonna work, guys. Like,
he's gonna end up coming back eating locusts and honey.
Y'all can get me.
And then
locusts and honey.
And it just so happens I dropped the project, and I just blow the whole CHH out.
He's like, yo, and
there it is.
Along with this album, can you guys take these tablets that God inspired me to chisel?
He's just gonna drop the album and then go off on his retirement plan.
What'd you say, Biz?
Yeah, I do. I said I'll do a whole tour with no VIP in it.
No VIP. Every spot's VIP. Yo, brother, we're about to jump into repping. You want to just give us the names of the artists involved and a little bit behind the scenes about the track?
Fire track, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. So first off, this video was shot by my brother, man, my really like close friend of mine, Louis Moreno. With he has Passionary People. You could check that out on YouTube. He also has Creative Capture Company, which that's where you go through to kind of inquire about any type of work. He's a photographer, videographer, everything, man. The guy's a genius. So anyways, it was shot by him. The beat was produced by Gio. Gio made it. He's also the CEO of Prayer Clothing. If y'all want to check that out, yo, he got some fire stuff like dropping on Friday, like this.
I'm gonna definitely check it out. Does he got a website and all that?
Yeah, prayerclothing.net, I believe.
There you go. You guys heard it here.
Prayerclothing.net. It's fire. He got the jerseys. They look like the Celtics jersey, but it says prayer on it. Dropping this Friday.
Dope.
That's fire.
It's crazy. It looks so authentic. Like it's dope. So it's produced by him. He does a little production on the side. So and then we got Charlie Humble, Kingdom Air, and Chosen is also on that. Me and Chosen actually, like, when we come together, we're like a duo. We call ourselves Anointed Kings.
Yeah, Chosen is he's the one that's just before you, right?
He's after me. He's the last one on the track.
Oh, he's the last one. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's the last one on the track. Kingdom Air is the one right before me.
Cool. All right, cool. So let's jump into repping, and then we'll chop it up some more after. Here we go.
All right, cool.
I'm reppin' hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm reppin' hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm reppin' hard for my pop. We rap hard, it's all season, we Christ living. We keep believing, no matter the problems life giving. Some leave the church and start pointing fingers, they blaming us when really they victims of their desires. You see them changing up, still we love them no less. Only wish I'm the best, I'ma run with the king, cause without him I'm wrecked. Yeah, now we live with no fear, making quality music that you can't ignore. Oh dear, what that means we gon' change the game with this wave. Tsunami, flooding the industry with real love, I'm with the army. And we came here not to play, we're here for the strays who live out their days in the cage. Yeah, we got the key, we about to set them free. For the enemy, it's in your best interest to let them be. Cause we ain't resting to the rest of them resting with Christ. The real boss for the lost, he paid the price. For my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops.
Born sinner, colder than New England winters. Reality's my mentality, screw the world, take this middle finger. Wake up, back the weed in the yay while playing 2K. Pretty God I could survive to live another day. No mechanic, but that ratchet in the black jacket. Trying to make it home, not stretched out in a black casket. Street dreams turn to nightmares, I'm clean to strip bare. Turned this dirty slave into his kingdom man. So I rep my pops till I D.I.E. Catch me connected to the vine like I need IV. No B.I.G. But faith is all I need to go back and feed the gospel to these hungry streets. Serve over G.O.B. Time to switch up the lifestyle like right now before it's lights out. Like McGregor in that 4th round. I know I sound cocky, but my boys spot me. Cause in the end, man, I know my God's got me.
I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops.
I'm making sure you people get drawn to the King of Kings, that is who my spirit belong to. King crown, bent down, making them boss moves. I win now, send drowns here come the monsoon. Man, I ain't in the games, Bizzy had to switch the lane, grip a name, turn Hell Kitchen into the winter games. Look this name, y'all went through a different pain. Daddy beat you and left you hanging, my dad got beaten and left to hang. Yeah, I don't need a clock to know that the time ticking. Must I remind you he's coming back, is your mind slipping? You in the tank with piranhas, you bout to die sinning. Seeking the light when the shadows come in the sky. Yeah, try and get it on my side, I ain't fitting in your box. I block all the talk like your car dropped in an off spot code. I'm in the zone and I won't stop with a dome shot, shown props. Cause the kid went from stone
I'm
shack to
rapping hard
bow
for my
watch.
pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops.
You are who you hang with. I'm Daniel, and these lions are dangerous. Pick a flaw my paw ain't seen yet, and you will be in all when all me's next. Pick a rapper, I'm in the mood for food and laughter. Think it's soft, cause who I'm reppin' and what I'm after. Too involved, so all your weapons, they shouldn't matter. Now who the boss? I'm still out flexing while building pasture. You boys are lost, no GPS can find you faster. But you rather put VVS's up on an actor. Hope you got a plan B like the morning after. When the sky open up, it's gonna be a wrap. Sure, or you think it's only rap? Sure, you sure? Y'all pick fortune over y'all soul torching. This is fair warning, behold.
I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops and my Jesus too. Let me show you what believing do. We changing lives, putting on for the rock. Come against us, this ain't never gonna stop. I'm rapping hard for my pops.
Stupid.
All right, that was official, Bizzy. You still there with us?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
That's what's up, man. Yo, I love the whole concept, man. I love the visuals. I love the way it was edited. I love y'all flow. I gotta do a track with y'all. Like,
Yo, Mario's
I
over
gotta
here
do a
like
track with you. I'm like,
biting
man,
at the lip to spit something.
Blaze Hunter put a whole bunch of flames. I don't know. You know Blaze Hunter? Shout out Blaze Hunter. What's up, man? It seems like he knows who you are. Bizzy, Blaze Hunter sound familiar?
Nah, not
Well,
really.
Whoever it is, they're a fan.
Well, shout out to you, bro.
They're a fan. They're putting down they're putting your links.
I know you now.
They're putting your broken links and everything for you.
Your broken links. Yo, those are fans when they send you to nowhere.
They're like, hurry up. That's what must have meant. He felt the pressure. He was just, hurry up. Just wrote it down. But that's what's up, man. People are showing love. Yo, Mario, everybody saying what's up, man. I see a whole bunch of flames and everything. Yo, that was fire, bro. And you said it was the last artist and you kind of have like a dual thing that you guys do?
Yeah, it's called Anointed Kings, man. Shout out to him, man. You know, it was really, you know, he really kind of sparked that, you know, because he had this he wanted to make a song. He like Louis Moreno actually was gonna shoot a video for him. He's like, yo, you got anything ready? And he didn't have anything. He's like, yo, I definitely want to do it with you. So then, you know, we shot a song, we shot a video, and then from there, just kind of like we're like, yo, we can do this, like just us together. There ain't really like too many rap duos in CHH. Yeah, I know of, at least not spitting like me.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Cause we're living
hey, you know,
humble.
bro, I don't wanna flip this up like out of nowhere, bro. I don't. But there's one thing that came up when I'm doing my research, because you know I'm a professional journalist now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I get in my journalist bag and I really do background checks and everything.
It sounds like you're Batman right now.
So I seen that you are a therapeutic mentor. Are you still currently doing that right now?
You did some deep digging, bro.
Man, I'm just
Come on, bro.
I thought that this will be
social, bro?
You can send it after.
I'm gonna let you know right now. He knows you got good credit.
Yo, bro. So I'm like therapeutic mentor. Like, and I checked out the spot and I was like, yo, mental health, and like, so I had to ask, bro, like, you know, how do you function within that? Is it a program? Like, what is it?
No, it's an agency. It's a mental health agency, and I'm a therapeutic mentor for the youth. So it can range anywhere. Even though I work with the youth, it can range anywhere from like 4 years old to like 21. But it's very rare that you ever see somebody like past like 14, 15, like that. You know what I mean? It's very rare.
Yeah, it's a controversial thing. We actually dove on this some episodes ago in regards to
give some context so we're not throwing it out there for nothing. Like, but this was a topic.
Should Christians be within the mental health space, being that, you know, we believe in a God who's sovereign, who's all powerful, who heals, you know, so why would someone go and speak to this secular doctor, you know, whatever, when they can just go read the word, if not speak with their pastor? And we had mixed thoughts on that, but before we go into that, we wanted to know, how do you feel, being that you're in actually the field of that?
I feel like not all people are gonna have access to that. You know what I mean? Not all people are gonna have access to a pastor. Not all people are gonna have access. Like sometimes it's deeper than that. Like, and again, I work with the youth. Like, you have fun trying to get a youth to listen to a pastor, or have fun trying to tell the youth, hey, you're gonna tell the youth, hey, did you read your Bible today? You're gonna tell a 9-year-old, hey, you know, just keep praying, man. Just keep praying, man. You're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you want to hear a story of a man named David?
Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not to be insensitive. Like, absolutely, we believe in that. We believe in all that. But like, this is very necessary, man. Like, mental health is something that's like it's bigger than what people think. And then people who think they're normal might have something, you know, kind of off. Like, we all kind of have something off, and it's like sometimes it doesn't even get addressed because we kind of avoid, you know, like my pastor, to put it to you like this, my pastor just did a series on mental health. So it's like, if we're not supposed to be in that realm, like, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, everything should be addressed. And yes, he referenced to the word and all that stuff, but this stuff is still like necessary. Like, not everybody's gonna be on our same like, they're not gonna have the same vision. But it's like, if you don't have believers in the mental health field, then what are they gonna get pumped with? You know what I mean? Like, what kind of information? And of course they're gonna be like, yeah, go take this medication and go take that medication, and you know, this will fix this and this will fix that. But you know, if you have somebody with a heart to serve, with the morals and the beliefs of a Christian, of a real believer of Christ, you know the principles are going to be different. You know that there's going to be more love put into it. There's going to be more, you know, your methods are going to be different. You know, your heart's going to be different because of the fact that where you come from, what you believe. You know, so I think it's necessary.
What about the practices within the building itself? Like, are you in 100% agreement with everything that how they address certain issues and stuff like that, as in regards to like mental health versus you coming through and preaching the word to everybody? Like, how do you wrestle through that as a staff, like work, you on the floor?
Where I work, it's not like we're sitting there, I'm prescribing them or doing this and doing that. Our program is more like we work on your strengths, right? So like if a kid likes to draw, if a kid likes to play basketball and stuff like that, like I'm literally picking kids up at their house. I'm bringing them out into the community. I'm connecting, like if they're not social, I'm connecting them with kids, to be social. I'm teaching them coping skills.
That's dope.
I'm teaching them that. So it's really more on that end, like
the practical
really
end.
Connecting kids.
Yeah,
I'm connecting kids to the community so that their quality of their day can be better. Like their self-esteem, I can lift their self-esteem. Like, hey, look, I went through this too, or you can come out of. Like I'm giving them hope. Same thing we do in the church. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, I went through this. You can do it too. Like you can come out of this too. But of course, there's scripture that backs up a lot of our everything. We can back it up with scripture, but with the kids, you deal differently. There's a different method to it, and I agree with it. I have no problem with my job. I think my job is very fulfilling, and it allows me to get more connected with the youth. Which is, if I'm going to minister through music, that's really my demographic at the end of the day.
Facts.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I can work, and honestly, it don't feel like work to me. Like I've had other job offers, and I turn them down because I feel like I'm making a difference. You know what I mean? Like there's kids that when they see me on the first day, they're not connecting to me. And by the end of the time when I'm about to graduate them and say, you've hit your goals, they get sad. They get bummed out that I'm gonna, that I'm graduating them, but they met their goals. You know what I mean? And I didn't have to give them a pill. I didn't have to do this. I didn't have to do that. Like I just connected them, and I just, a lot of the issues comes from a fatherless home.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
broken families.
Like just having a positive role, like male role model, it's just helping the kids. You know what I mean? So it's like if we're not plugged in anywhere, there's no place out of reach for God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just because they call it mental health and there's these agencies and it's not run by believers or whatever. Bro, let me tell you, there's so many believers in my job, like so many.
Yeah. Well, matter of fact, the last job that I worked, well, my first serious job that I had was in a juvenile detention facility. It was a 90-day program for like people with mental health, disability, stuff like that, and also struggling with like substance abuse and stuff like that. And I went in there. I wasn't a believer then, and the dudes in there were preaching and bringing in the church, and that's how I heard about the gospel as a staff working on the floor.
It's crazy.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
Because of people like yourself up in there, you know what I mean? Like being faithful and serving.
It's nonsense. It's like for us there's no place off limits to us. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know, man.
Go out into the world, bro. Go out into the world.
Yeah,
that's what we're called to do.
World, bro. Like it's like telling somebody they can't preach on the corner like of the block, like we're surrounded by a bunch of like just people that are not saved. Like who we aiming for then? Like who you trying to minister to? You trying to minister to a Christian, or you trying to minister to somebody who's not saved? You trying to bring them to Christ, or you just trying to talk to people who already know, who already got
right,
the like,
right. You surround yourself in this big bubble of a bunch of amens, and then you're all good. You got your fix. You got your amen fix, and you're good to go.
Nah, man, nah. I'm not with that. I'm not with that. I want to surround myself
serving
with people who if you get uncomfortable with me talking about that, like I really want to be around you because of the fact that I know something is touching you to the point where you're uncomfortable. And we're gonna come to some common ground. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean? At the very least, we're gonna come to some common ground. But yeah, so like to put it in a nutshell, man, like my job is very fulfilling to me, and I love the kids, and it's something very special when you can just kind of not really like fill a void, but kind of like step in and be the role model that they don't have, and give them that hope and just send them on their way. Like, yo, look, you did good. You hit your goals. Now go and succeed. You know, I got kids that when I started were throwing chairs around, throwing books around in their classrooms. And right now they're getting perfect scores, like behavior-wise, and they're about to be put into just general education. Yeah. You know, they're in special programs where all the bad kids are, and now they're getting put into general education. And they're killing their tests. They're good. They're doing great.
Right.
Now you tell me, you know what I mean? There's a place for it, and there's a need for it.
Facts, so bro. Like, I respect it 100%. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
No, you good.
I was just gonna say I respect it 100%, like how you're serving, you know, within that job, you know, within the space that you're in, also, you know, within you know, the booth, and you writing your rhymes and doing everything for the glory of God. It sounds like, you know, you have your guard up. You don't want to fall into that whole stardom thing. You don't want to serve people that way. You have your pride down when you're ministering with other people's music, even as a rapper. Like, dude, like, I'm gonna be praying for you, bro, that you keep going with your servant heart, man, and you keep doing what you're doing, man, and serving the community as well with everything that you're doing, bro.
It, bro. Seriously,
yeah, I definitely give you props, man, for you know, really pouring yourself out, not just in the music, and making sure that it's true to you and true to the art, but also, you know, what you're doing with those kids, man. That's not an easy job. That's not an easy type of work. It takes a toll, you know what I mean, especially when there's circumstances that are out of your control and you try your best and it just doesn't turn out the way that you thought it would or you hoped it would. But the fact that you continue to serve, bro, and pour yourself out to every human being the same way, that's powerful stuff right there, bro. And I think that's only going to give you that much better content, you know, because you're coming from a real place and you're working in a real place and you're touching lives, bro. That's dope,
bro. The way what God did for me, man, like, and I'm just gonna be so vulnerable.
Go ahead, man.
Right now, man, like what God did for me is like, how can I not love people the same way?
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up, I don't care where this gets posted on. I don't care what. I'm just being 100% honest, man. Like, what he does for me, like, how can I not reciprocate that same love, man? Like, it's just crazy. Like, I just look for the next opportunity to love on somebody.
Wow.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just got connected with y'all. Like, this is for life. Like, I got
facts.
You know, my loyalty is for life.
Yeah.
This love
likewise, bro.
I'm gonna tell you right now. You feel free to love on me a verse for.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're good at doing that, man. We're good at getting contracts signed and everything while we're on the show live. It's part of our strategy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to have.
We got so much documentation of people owing us so much stuff. Like, it's awesome.
I'm gonna pray for y'all in that area.
Yo, Bizzy, real quick, bro.
I'm just trying to speak into the existence. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people believe that if you just speak on it, it just becomes reality. So,
bro, you know, I got y'all. The turnaround might not be.
It might not.
Oh, I know. In my mind,
Depends on the beat.
I'm gonna give you this track, but I'm gonna expect at least a year from now. But it could be sooner. It could be sooner. I don't know.
Like, you gotta pick. You want your feature first, or you want my album first?
Oh, there you go. There you go. How about this? Put the feature on the album. How about? See, we businessmen. You know what I mean? Like, we
compromise.
Maneuver. Yo, Bizzy, real quick, man. Share the links. Share any conclusion. Wrap it up. Anything you want the people to know, man, before we close out.
Nah, man. I just wanna thank anyone, you know what I mean, who tuned in, and anyone who's gonna go and search up my music right now, and I just want them to know where my heart is, and yeah, you might not see a lot of content there, but just know that the content that you do see on there it was all, you know, Christ centered, and it all came from a good organic place where I was hoping to, you know, to touch the people and to really make a difference. And, you know, I just pray for me, man. Keep me in prayer, and just know that there is more coming. I take my time with it. So
no, I got you, bro, man. I'm excited about.
We need to fellowship, man. We need to get together and just hang. Absolutely. You know what I mean? We would love to get to know your crew out there and the things that you're doing. It would be super, super dope.
Yo, and heads up right now, just because I'm trying to be a little bit more transparent with people as I build with people moving forward. I can be a little bit, you know, a little wild sometimes. So just bear with me. Pray for me.
A little?
Bro, don't invite
You know,
all my brothers.
my energy is on like whoop whoop, like way up there, bro. So
don't invite me and my brothers down there. Then you gonna
good, yeah. Let's do it. Man.
You know it's gonna be a good time when he's apologizing in advance.
Yeah. I'm doing it in advance.
Yeah. Nah, I'm with that, bro.
I got you.
For a second, like I'm all for that, man. I love it.
No doubt. All right, brother. Yo, I'm looking forward to building with you, bro. And once we disconnect from here, just shoot me the links. I think you already shot me the links, and I'll make sure to include those as well, man. And definitely hit me up and let's build.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, brother. God bless, bro.
All right, man. All right, God bless you, bro. All right.
Dope. Fire. That's what's up, man. Yo, that was dope, man.
Yeah. Just like always, we never expect.
Yo, you know what's cool? You know what's cool about this? And like, yo, I hope you guys are still with us.
Yeah. Hopefully.
That's what's up, everybody up in here.
If you are.
But you know what's cool about this is like, that's my first time meeting Bizzy. Like, well,
oh, word?
On the phone.
Yeah, it is.
On the phone, I mean, like.
Besides the phone,
yeah. That's my first time talking, like hearing Bizzy's voice. Like I never seen him in person. I just saw his content. I hit him up
because it felt natural.
On social media, I was like, "Yo, I like your stuff. Yo, come through." And this is not the first, bro. Like I think we legit every interview that we had, other than like Mike Mack, Shadow, Ron, a few of the older ones. I think for the most part, most of our guests, like it's our first time talking with them.
Yeah. A good, probably,
and it always feels like we family. You know, it's like, yo, what up? Yeah, yo, what's up?
Real recognize real, man.
It's a dope way to build, man. I'm excited. So that was Bizzy. Definitely go check him out. Check out his stuff as well. And like he said, man, he has. Maybe I can kick him into gear or something. I don't know. Maybe I could throw some projects or ideas his way to get him sparked up and fired up to keep producing content because I like his stuff, man.
Yeah, he's fire.
I like his stuff. All right, so that was Bizzy, our special guest, and now we're gonna deep dive into some news. So I don't know.
Well, a little quick recap, man.
Recap. Go ahead.
We went to the Elevation conference that 2 guests ago. We had Mike Mack, and he had his conference. It was pretty dope, man. Got to chop it up.
Okay, so you went to the Elevation conference.
Yeah, I got to chop it up with a few artists.
For those that missed that episode, I think that was the
2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago. So 44, yeah. So that was what Mike Mack, who is a promoter, Christian hip hop. Give you some context to the people who haven't seen the show. He's a Christian hip hop promoter. And he was putting together an Elevation conference where he brings out Rapzilla, which is like one of the top Christian hip hop media sites. They come, they judge your music. Like you can put your music into a contest, independent artists. They have classes for independent artists as well and teach you strategies on how to get your music out there, how to market, how to promote, how to roll out your album, stuff like that, how the radio industry works and all that kind of stuff. And then they have outreach event as well where they have food available for everybody. They have bouncy houses and music and whatnot. And then they wrap it up on the last day because it's a whole weekend thing with a service in the morning and then a big performance. And they had RMG out there, Derek Minor, they had Stephen Malcolm out there. I think Ruslan was out there. Who else? I think Reach was out there with their new the new artist. Please help me here.
Wande.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you. Who else? There was a bunch of heads.
It was a lot.
So you got to go out there. So
I didn't get to do the concerts. I went with wifey and my daughter, so we got to go to the day event, which is outside. They have food and they feed the community, and they have food for sale as well to raise money. They had like a bouncy house and.
So you performed or what?
No, I didn't. No, I was there to watch.
Yeah, so you had the Marrio Esco live shirt on. You were out there politicking.
This dude always try to do the shameless. Get your T-shirt right now. Death to Life.
You had the
Productions.
Politicking. You had the business cards. You're like,
no, man. I was actually disappointed in myself because I didn't have my business card, and I got asked like 3 times.
Did you really?
I really did.
How come we don't got business cards, bro?
Hey, man, and the docket. We gotta put that on.
We gotta do business cards. Okay, cool. So
but I saved myself. Which is the truth. Y'all know it. If y'all get business cards, when you hand it to someone nowadays, they whip their phone out, they put the information in their phone,
wow,
and then they give you the card back.
Stop. Are you? What are you trying to say right now? Are you giving like a problem that should need a solution?
No,
because that's another episode.
No. I'm just saying, like,
if you know what I'm talking about.
This is what I said.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No, the business cards.
Go ahead.
So I was just saying, like, most people when you give a business card,
show with him.
They'll like just take the information and hand the card back, and they'll be like, "Look, I don't want to waste it." You know what I'm saying? Then now they got it on their phone.
Now they're not even trading business cards. They're just like taking a picture of your business card.
Either taking a picture or just literally just transferring the information real quick and then they hand it back. So I told him that, I was like, look, most of the time you're gonna put it right in your phone, so I'll just put it on your phone right now. So I was able to, still get my information out with key people. Shout out to MC Nice out in LA. He's a dope dude. Came up to me and really wanted to just get to know me. Really humbled because he's actually someone who is a force in CHH. He has
by force. What do you mean? Like
he just won 2 Stellar Awards in LA.
Oh, you mean like
for
he's
Christian
legit
hip hop show? Yeah,
force.
like he's a force in the
He's legit.
Yeah, the force is strong with him.
The force is strong. Okay, cool.
So yeah, MC Nice, Kevy Morse performed as well, and Jay Millennium.
Wow, this is like news. This is CHH news at the Elevation Conference right now on the Marrio Esco Live.
Yeah, it was dope. It was a dope event.
You should have gave me the heads up in the pre. See, we don't have pre-production actual meetings. Like, dude, like we gotta. Like this is dope. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Because we just flowing, man.
He's flexing on me. Go ahead.
I'm not flexing. So yeah,
ahead,
so yeah, it was dope time. I got to politic with these dudes, and I clearly saw their heart for God, in their set. And Jay Morse, was a really, really, really caring dude. Like, he immediately gave me his Instagram. He was like, yo, let's build. I just want to grow this kingdom, and anything I could do to help you, just let me know. And I was just like blown away. I was like, yo, you don't even know me.
Was this in the VIP section?
Yes.
I'm bugging. Go ahead.
No, I was literally right after they performed. I just went up to them. I was just like, yo, I enjoyed your set, and just wanted to get his information just so that
so
way
you were like looking like producer out there walking around. You're like in the background,
not intentional.
Like you scouting for talent. Now, like what's going on? Like,
I went to the ones that spoke to me.
And like
the artists that really spoke. I mean, there was
so you were like in the back.
Dope,
you were like in the back. Everyone's performing, and you're like in the back with wifey, like looking like
even better.
Like
I was in the
Beyonce
front line, and my daughter was dancing the whole time, dancing with the artist at the same time, like jumping up and down.
That's cool.
She had the crowd hype. So
she did. She stole the show.
She stole the show, bro.
That's what's up.
They were recording her. I was having them sign release forms. So they
always on your business.
I got pay me later. I got daughter on my payroll.
We got to get the kids Marrio Esco Live shirts too, man.
Oh yeah. That's
so what else is that?
You can't talk about business meetings in
I know. My bad. Well, when we have the time to do it, like.
But yeah, man, it was a super dope time. Yo, shout out to Mike Mack who put that together every year. He puts it on, and I'm sure it was a ton of work. He's probably still recuperating from that. And so yeah, shout out to his work, man. It was dope.
That's what's up, man.
Looking forward to next year. So
did you only go one day?
Yeah, I was only able to go on that Saturday.
I flopped.
But next year, I definitely want to plan to go and actually watch the performances because I haven't done that yet.
I flopped, and I'm going to be transparent right now and real. Because that's what this is about, right?
Yeah, we real. Transparent, man.
I mean, without blabbing and gossiping, No. But so I was supposed to have a sit down. My boy was really working on Mike Mack. Shout out to Mike Mack, Church Boy Clothing. He's the one who put together the Elevation Conference, and he was trying to do a sit down between me and Chat. And I flopped. I didn't make it out. So anyway, shout out to him. He did try. So I just want to be transparent. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, that's what's up, man. That's dope. I love that. Thank you, Mike Mack.
Shout out to you, there, bro.
Yeah, put it out there, man.
Yeah. It is what it is.
People know the story, but I don't know. Later, you're gonna yell at me for putting it out there. Are you really? Like, I thought it would be dope.
That's dope, man.
I'm looking forward to that day, that one sit down with me and Chad. But in God's providence, I shot him a text. I thought he got the text. He didn't get. My excuse, but
yeah,
it is a real excuse.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't know if we were gonna lock it up. So anyway, that's what's up, man. So it was dope.
It was super dope, yeah.
I
wanted to stay, but I was with the wifey, and I was with my daughter, so I didn't want to be take them away from the element that they're not comfortable in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my element. You know what I mean? My wife.
What do you mean? They were uncomfortable? You just said your daughter took the show.
No, I'm saying to go to the concert.
Oh,
because the concert is a whole nother element. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay. Oh yeah. The loud music. You talking about? I got you.
So it's a little bit different. Yeah. So, but next year I definitely want to plan
the whole thing,
and I want to go through the whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to check it out.
You know what? It did creep up fast. That's the thing. Like I knew it was there, but for some reason it just came so fast, and I didn't even realize. Matter of fact, I was ready to go the previous weekend because I thought it was then. I was ready to rock then. And then I found out. Remember, I told you I was like, "Yo, we're gonna go on Saturday." And then I found out it was the following weekend. But that's what's up, man. You went dope.
It was dope.
Go Bruins. Someone said.
In other news,
I love my little cousin. That's what's up. In other news, let's flip it up, bro. Go ahead, Segway King.
Segway King.
Go ahead, Segway King. Do your thing,
King.
I wish we had. Actually, we do have stuff up here. Oh my goodness, we don't even have enough time. But we're gonna rock. You want to rock?
What do you mean? How much time we got?
Let's go.
Shoot, we got 15 minutes.
Yeah,
man, time goes
well. I mean, if we need to, if we feel like the convo's dope, let's keep going with it, right?
All right. So in latest news, we got the Jussie Smollett case that I guess was not reopened, but they released the files. So I guess everything that happened is going to be coming out to light, and a former judge, Justice Sheila M. O'Brien, she is the one that's petitioning for the truth basically to come out and have the all the parties involved and why it led to the release to really speak on what happened.
So I think this is dope because now I don't know all the aspects of it or whatever, and people are questioning, right? So
everybody.
So this lady, she came out the woodwork and she was retired, right? And then she didn't like the way everything unfolded, and when she said her part, I did have a clip, but I don't have it ready to go. So whatever.
That's fine.
So anyway, go check it out. So she came through and she said that she didn't like the way all this unfolded. There was red flags. It was one word that somebody said.
It's recuse.
Yeah, somebody said recuse, and it didn't sit with her well because after she stated that, she continued to work on the case even after the fact.
Yeah.
And you are a researcher. So what is that?
Yeah. So basically, the fact that she chose the word
mean?
I guess it's to.
We should put the letters up like recuse on each side, and then they like bounce together. Go ahead.
Based on the context, it was like she didn't want to divulge any information. So it just seemed weird that she would use that kind of language.
So she refused
if everything was
to answer the question.
Yeah, she didn't want to.
She didn't want to answer the question.
Yeah,
and it was a simple.
Yep.
Question.
Like they had to get like subpoenas just to talk, which makes this whole thing more shady because if he's maintaining his innocence, which means he believes he didn't do what they're charging him with. So if you're innocent and there's nothing wrong, why the secrets?
Mm-hmm.
Just tell the truth.
Yeah. So what I thought was dope about the whole thing was how she seemed so genuine when she was talking about just telling the truth. Like it seemed like to push her to get, off of, her couch, probably chilling in retirement,
for real,
to stand up and try to do something. Like it just seemed like she just wasn't satisfied with that. Like this is not right.
Didn't sit well with her.
And that desire to make sure that justice is served and like the truth is out there. Like it just seems so real. It seemed genuine when I saw check out the video when you guys get a chance. But
she legit was
really like genuine.
I want to say what I gotta say, and afterwards I'll stay as long as you want to answer all you guys' questions. And so she was super genuine about it, and like she just wants to know what happened. And coming from that city, if it happened in my city, I would want to know the truth as well because the city was involved.
Bro, she called out the chief, the chief judge?
Yeah.
By name.
The attorney.
She called out the attorney by
that
name.
Basically got it.
But she wasn't disrespectful. She was like pleading, like, tell the truth. She even came with her files. She had her files like straight in her hair. Like, I have my files. Does anybody want to see my files? Just tell the truth.
She's like, and I brought them for that reason. So if anybody wants to, call me out and say, oh, you asking for these files? Let's see your files. She brought them. So I got them. In case anybody wants to review, you know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know the truth. And I applaud that, bro. I feel like a lot of people would feel how she felt, but
I don't know how I feel on either side.
Being a high profile,
I don't know how I feel on either side. Like,
what do you mean?
Obviously, like, well, because obviously, like, we know that it wasn't true, like the whole story that happened, and then it kind of left us hanging the way it just
stopped.
Everything just stopped.
Like
suddenly.
no more investigation.
Like that's it. Like that's over. And it's sort of like the media started getting away from it because all these other things started popping up and all these, other news and whatever. And then it came back. But the way that it came back with her desire for the truth was just, it was shocking. Like I honestly, when you sent me the link and you're like, hey, look at we should talk about this. I was like, But when I saw the video, I was like, oh,
the press conference, yeah.
Oh man,
she's not playing. Bro.
Wow,
she's not playing, and I applaud that because nobody's above the law. Nobody, and it should not matter whether you're famous, whether you're a regular person. It should not have any type of special privileges. And if it was a regular person, I don't think it would have gotten dismissed so easily. If it was a regular Joe Schmo dude who plotted this whole hate crime and all this craziness, and it turned to be false.
Yeah.
And they spent all this taxpayer money in the city. I don't think the police department will only be suing to get their damages. You'd be under the jail.
Facts.
No, it just facts. I'm glad that she's like, no,
partiality,
famous,
bro. Like that's
you need to pay for
who how much you have. Like that comes with it.
Facts, and it should never be that way ever. So this is dope. This is a step in the right direction.
Well, not in regards to this, okay, specifically, but I mean, it is understandable where you have situations where you know somebody and you just have a personal connect. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you have a good solid reference through someone so it is, those kinds of things do happen on the regular, like jobs, opportunities for things like that. Yeah. I'm not saying that this is like okay if that's what's going on, but I'm just saying like it's understandable how people are looking out for each other and helping each other out behind the scenes.
Yeah, I can see
not
that.
in a crooked way. Like it shouldn't.
I can see that, but this
shouldn't be okay to do in a crooked way. Like if you're breaking the law, being sneaky or deceptive. I'm not saying that, but I can understand like people looking out for each other.
Yeah, but I mean, in that regard, it's hard to use that example because the dude, she in text messages read like he was at fault. But she felt, in her opinion,
what if somebody had like
it wasn't as bad?
What if somebody like knows something about this dude and they just have the pull and they're just like, all right, you try to pull a stunt and didn't work, cut it out. What if that's like as simple as it was? Like, all right, look, I'm gonna take care.
Yeah, but it's different when you take it that far.
Cut it out.
Like when you get the police.
Like you wouldn't want that chance. You wouldn't want that. Hopefully, you wouldn't be trying to do some crazy stuff.
In my flesh, of course, I would want to be like,
you wouldn't be like, yo, can you please like make this go away?
They're like, yo, it just got dismissed. I'd be like, oh,
please get this out of here.
Lord, you took the wheel. You took the wheel. But I mean, in reality, though, it was.
Okay.
It was a big spectacle. I think that if it was just a one-off situation, like just the police report and that's it, then maybe. But the fact that he got the news involved, he did interviews, like he had video clips of him in performances saying he's the gay Tupac. Like all those things that hyped it up.
Yeah.
Then now it just... Actually,
it all went away.
Really true.
all of it was just not true. Yeah,
that's the part that I'm like.
If there was anybody else, they would have been okay. But look, I'm just podcasting. Don't stole me and kill me. I'm just podcasting. All right. Oh. So how do you feel?
How do I feel about
wait, what happened? You got something?
No, I just said this. Byron C. Williams, shameless plug. Shame on you.
On what?
I love it though. He put a SoundCloud link to a track, man.
Hey,
get it.
Hey, marketing skills, man.
We all about the marketing.
Promo. No.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, cool. So what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. It was about the Jussie Smollett thing. We just marketed somebody right now on the show.
I'm just saying.
We got to be careful too, man. We all radio now, like...
Hey, I can't hate the hustle.
People's links and what?
I can't hate the hustle.
All right. We show love this one time. This one time only. Next time you got to pay for that. All right. So yeah. So in a way. Well, not in a way. No, scratch that. I got to be careful with this. I can see. How do I word this, man? I want to. Okay,
just say it.
Is it not similar?
Like
is it okay? Hold on.
Correct
is it not similar to the thief on the cross who simply believed?
Yeah.
And then now we're all mad, like, nah, he didn't. You know what I mean? Like,
no, because he realized,
because God
realized who he was and admitted.
God in Christ saves us from all our sin. We're free from all that.
Yeah.
So we're let go. Like, we're like, you know what I mean? Like, all that stuff is gone.
But he hasn't admitted. He hasn't, like, in our sense, we repent. Our repentance is a form of admitting who we are and the faults that we have in our sin.
Oh, so he's maintaining.
He's maintaining a lot. He's like, no, it didn't happen. Never happened. Sorry. He's still projecting this self-righteous,
take on the full
social justice thing, and that's not right.
Fire.
Admit it. Just be real and just be like, yo, my bad. I was trying to get in my fame and I wanted to
take the responsibility for the lie, the deception, the this, the that. Take full responsibility.
Forgive me.
Then there's forgiveness of you know, taking responsibility.
Yeah.
Seeing what you're doing.
Because as of right now, the forgiveness is based on feeling bad. Oh, I feel bad for him. Oh, he's being bullied. But it's like, dude, but if the evidence is showing that he lied, or it's piling up that he actually did orchestrate all this, then it is what it is. Pay up. Just be like, yo, my bad. I think I would respect it that much more if he was just like, yo, my bad. I messed up. You got me. I was putting my hand in the cookie jar and you turned the kitchen light on and I was like, yo, my bad.
You know what? That is actually simple. A dope. It just brings me to the thought of just, you know, if you are a Christian and you are forgiven and you slip up and you break the law.
Yep.
But you're forgiven, right?
Yep.
So the way to move forward from that is not to say, I broke that law. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm forgiven. I'm good. Like, and then you know,
God covers it and the church don't see it.
That's what. So like, instead of like coming out and confessing to that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you cover it. You say, oh, God is good. You know, that's forgiven. Are you supposed to follow through and say, yo, bring this to the police station? Let's say you hit a car. Boom. You're driving. Gil, you know the story.
Yep.
We about to share a story. It's story time. It's story time.
Story time. Go ahead.
Okay. So you back it up. Boom. You put it in reverse. You back it up.
Boom.
Boom.
Yep.
You hit a car. Oh. You look at it. It's all right.
It's not that bad.
So do you take off? Or do you like leave a note like, hey, I hit your car. You think it's all right. You looked at it.
The right thing to do.
You looked at it at 11:30 p.m. when there was no light outside. You gave it a quick little inspection and said,
the right thing to do is to leave a note. The right thing to do is to leave a note.
Come on. How many of y'all out there, stop playing. How many of y'all out there hit a parked car, man? Like, what did y'all do? What did you... Put it in the chat. What did y'all do when you hit that part?
I'm gonna try to do the King James. Ye who has cast the first stone.
The information. Hold up, but if you leave your information, you got to be careful. Somebody might take your information.
Facts.
So what do you do?
So you go and hope the Lord helps them in their repairs
until you take off, and the car that you hit just happens to be another Christian brother.
It happens, man. These are things that happen.
Who calls you and says, hey, bro, you just hit my car and you just took off.
Man, the people like that, they need to pray more.
Oh, man. And what did you say? Or what would you say in that circumstance?
Someone in that position.
Go ahead.
Would say, hey, man.
This is good.
You know, my apologies. You know, God bless you, first of all.
Yeah. I didn't hear that. But go ahead, continue.
And the Lord will, you know, administer the funds necessary once the bill is received. You know?
Hand claps.
That's basically what happened.
Oh, yeah?
Or needs to happen. Better. You know?
I love you. Are you feeling uncomfortable?
Oh, I'm not
right now?
feeling comfortable at all. I'm
supposed
trying to give gems.
What happens when we're doing this live? Like,
I'm
in
trying
front
to
of
give
everybody?
gems.
What happens when there's an audience out here?
Hey, then it happens.
You got to roll with the punches, my
Oh,
dude.
I'm
You gotta-
rolling. Trust.
When did you do that? Look
Hey.
at Wifey.
First of all, wifey.
Wifey came in. When did
First of
that
all,
happen?
wifey. That question is irrelevant because it had nothing to do with me.
Oh my goodness, yo, we're gonna cut to a track. Hold up, we're gonna cut to a track. This is the Great Commission.
Why would you automatically assume that I
off of
did
my
something?
album, Gospel Tracks?
I'm hurt.
Here we go.
I'm offended.
The Great Commission. Here we go.
BM2, Marrio Esco. Let's go. Yeah. We gotta go. We gotta grow. You oughta know you reap from that of what you sow. The pot of moles, the clay foes. Now vominos, let's preach Christ wherever we go. Never let go of the desire to see your soul saved. Together we show the gospel of Christ, praying he shows grace. Regenerated souls seek the Lord's face and run the race. So I'ma preach him to every nation. The only hope is Christ for a world that's in sin. He came already once and he's coming again. I pray to God you're saved when you stand before him. The King of Kings and the nations without hesitation. We're called for this great commission. This is why we reach for the nations, hoping for salvation, proclaiming him who's coming again. The King of Kings, proclaim the name of the King of Kings. 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 You better think twice if you won't dare proclaim the name of Christ if they don't hear. How they gonna come to faith? Romans 10:17. Better preach about grace. Tell them about sin. Tell them that they dead. Tell them Christ gave his life when his blood shed. For everyone believing every word that he said. He rose from the grave. The good news spread. So I'ma preach him to every nation. The only hope is Christ for a world that's in sin. He came already once and he's coming again. I pray to God you're saved when you stand before him. The King of Kings and the nations without hesitation. We're called for this great commission. This is why we reach for the nations, hoping for salvation, proclaiming him who's coming again. The King of Kings. Preach, proclaim the name of the King of Kings. Preach, proclaim the name of the King of Kings. Preach, proclaim the name of the King of Kings. Proclaim the name of the King of Kings.
Romans 3, not one righteous, not one, none who understands. This is a description of man in his natural condition. None who seeks for God, they're all turned aside. None who does good, not one. No fear of God, no salvation, no hope, left to himself. That is why we are told to go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. And that is why we read that wonderful statement of John 20:31. These have been written so that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing you may have life in his name.
Yo, that's what's up, man. There you go. That was the Great Commission off of the what's the name of my album, Gil? Gospel Tracks.
Yo,
my Gospel Track album. You can flex out, Gil, if you want.
I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Nah, bro. Go have the convo.
I'm gonna get in contact. I'm gonna try to get in contact.
All right, cool. So Gil had to take an emergency phone call. So we're gonna cut out, y'all. Our time is already up anyway. So I hope you guys have fun. I hope you guys were blessed. Next week we're looking forward to the guests that are coming through too. We have a few. Actually, we're booked like this month, next month. Oh man, and some of the guests that we have, like I'm not gonna spill the beans. Anyway, I'm excited about the guest. We literally have a special guest all the way up until May, and May is starting to fill out fast too as well. So hey, if anybody knows any artists, producers, anything like that, rappers, hit us up. music@marrioesco.com. 2 R's in my name. music@marrioesco.com. Let me know. Or if you got any artists that you guys know about, or any projects that you guys know about, please shoot it my way, bro. And if I could squeeze it in, like, we'll squeeze it in and make it happen, man. We're looking forward to building with everybody, man. We really want to build a market, man, stay faithful to the market, and build a way for Christian creators, man, to stay faithful and earn a living, man. You know what I mean? Like, understand the way to do business, conduct it, and succeed, excel. So until next week, grace and peace. Looking forward to building with y'all every Wednesday, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We'll see you next week. Take care. If you're listening on the podcast, be sure to check out my Facebook music page, Marrio Esco 1. Again, 2 R's in my name, the number 1 at the end, Marrio Esco 1. Be sure to like and follow that page, because I like to give updates on who I'll be interviewing and leave a description on what we'll be talking about. And I also like the real-time one-on-one back and forth interaction. If you don't have the time to join us on Facebook Live, be sure to check out my podcast. It's called Marrio Esco Live, 2 R's in my name. Again, you'll see the white silhouette of myself with the cross underneath. Be sure to subscribe to that and follow the link as well to whatever podcast you're using, or however you're receiving the podcast, and leave us a review. We love to hear feedback. You can also hit me up at music@marrioesco.com and just hit me up with some feedback and ways that we can improve the show, or the things that you like and enjoy. Any type of feedback will be highly appreciated. Grace and peace.